beautiful. Just getting back on the field, having fun, being around my coaches and team again. It was just a beautiful day for me, honestly.
Can you just describe what this whole process has been like for you?
Just another line of adversity, struck against me, where I was, faced against a battle with myself, and just had to continue to work, just do better for myself, honestly. It's been a up and down process, but I'm thankful for all the people I got around me to help me, kind of get back on my feet.
Who are some of the people you relied on most throughout this process?
Everybody around this organization, the Snyders, Coach Rivera, Coach Jordan, all the players in that locker room, they welcome me with open arms, and I'm thankful for them.
During that rehab process, are there any highs or lows you mentioned that stand out to you as being particularly painful?
Just the adversity itself. I guess I'm the king of adversity. I've been dealt with so much adversity in my life. It's just another situation where I just got to be stronger than what I'm up against. I've had my tests. Just having to be away from ball. Be away from the organization for a little while, just kind of get myself together. But all of that time was well much needed.
Today, did you have any limitations? Feel like you couldn't trust the knee as much, or were you able to pretty much do what you felt like in the preseason?
My plan today was to, just go out there and just see what I could do. And I did a little bit more than I thought I would be able to do today. So that's positive.
And if you are able to play, just being a few days away from your regular season NFL debut, I mean, maybe you don't want to look too far ahead, but just what would that opportunity be like, and how exciting would it be to be back in the lineup?
That would be great. Right now it's just one day at a time. Continue to make positive strides, and hopefully soon.
Brian, do you think you'll be able to play Sunday, or is that too soon?
Just one day at a time. Honestly, I couldn't even tell you right now.
What is your mindset right now? Just being back in the locker room, practice, like how do you think back to that day in late August and kind of how far you've come since then?
My mindset, is no different than it used. It's always been. I've always, been proud for this game, and just how I like to attack the field when I'm playing. So my mindset not gonna change. I expect to, dominate as soon as I come back on the field. I don't really want to get too much into what's in the past. I just plan on moving forward, and looking for what's ahead of us, and try to help, this team, make some progress.
Are you surprised you're here right now? I mean, it's only been 5 weeks.
Yes, it's been a long 5 weeks, but it's a lot of work. We put in a lot of work over that time, and I can say, I did everything I needed to do over that time period, to make sure I was here today.
And when it happened, like, were you thinking of football right away, or like, did that enter your mind, like what it meant for you and your career, or how did kind of what happened, did you think about your career at all, or whatever be taken away from you or anything like that?
Once the doctors told me I'll be able to play ball again, then my mind automatically clicked into what I needed to do to get myself back on the football field. So just listening to the doctors and the trainers and everybody who's been in my circle, helping me, they done everything they possibly could, to get me to this point, and just thankful for all of them, honestly.
You mentioned all the adversity you faced along the way. How has that transformed you?
Just when you faced with new adversity, you already got the mindset, to overcome, just whatever it takes for you to overcome whatever you're up against. And this was by far, the worst, I've ever dealt with. But mentally, just being strong and just knowing how to battle through adversity and overcome, whatever you're up against. And just a similar situation mentally, just having to be stronger than what I'm up against.
You played in the preseason, but you've never played a game as a Washington Commander. What's it been like to have the fan support, the organizational support, considering you just got here?
It's great, honestly. It's a blessing, just have, the fan support, and just, so many people, you know, reach out to me and just, you know, have my back, you know, throughout this whole process. You know, it was tough. You know, it felt good to, you know, have people that actually care, you know, and, you know, actually, you know, look forward to seeing me get back out doing what I love to do. So, you know, overall, I'm appreciative of, you know, all the love and support from, you know, my friends, fans, family, everybody.
Brian, welcome back. Great to see you. You went through a horrible experience, and part of the recovery process, there's the physical aspect, obviously, but then also there's the mental aspect. How did you work through that process of kind of get where you are today?
Really, you know, just staying grounded on, you know, what I want from this whole deal and where I want to be at in my life. You know, I want to be a football player. I want to be here. You know, so just staying in tune to what's going on in this building and the people that, you know, I spend, you know, most of my time with every day. You know, just staying connected to those people and the coaches and everybody around the building just help me stay in tune, you know, to what's going on here. Just help me kind of release what's going on the other side, honestly.
Well said. You know, in this world, there's a lot of people going through different forms of adversity, and they look at your story and what you've gone through, and they probably see you as an inspiration and maybe like a role model to kind of fight through the adversity. What kind of message do you want to send to those folks that are maybe down a little bit and going through adversity themselves?
Never give up on something you really truly, you know, believe in. Like, my passion for this game runs so deep. You know, I never thought I'd be in a situation where I had to question or I'd be questioned if I'll be able to return back to playing football. So, you know, my message would be, you know, whatever you want, just go after it, man. It really don't matter, you know, what it take. You know, ups and downs gonna come with it. You just gotta fight. You gotta fight to the end. You know, fight it to the finish. Just, you know, keep fighting away until, you know, the time comes. You know, so, you know, pretty much that's how my process of recovering been. You know, just was fighting and attacking, and every single day I came in here, and, you know, come today, you know, I was able to go out on the football field again. You know, so the process leading up to today, you know, all the details and everything I did, you know, to recover myself and get my feet back up under me. You know, just staying consistent with the routine you need to do to make sure you know, kind of put yourself in line for where you're trying to go.
Ryan, welcome back. I saw you run a running back drill, and after that drill, you pointed to the sky. What was that moment like? You know, what were you thinking, and why did you do that?
I did that, you know, because, you know, that was just the first thing. You know, God was the first man I had to put him first. You know, after I went through the running back drill that you're talking about, like, I was forced to do a few movements and cuts in that drill that I wasn't completely confident in before walking out on the field. So, you know, after doing the drill, you know, it just helped me gain more confidence in myself. So by the time I finished the drill, you know, I knew that, you know, I was, you know, at least where I needed to be, if not a little bit further, as far as, you know, progress I've made. So.
Coach was saying that they had to hold you back a little bit. Like, how excited were you to just do more?
I was just having fun. You know, I had to spend a little bit over a month away from the ball. You know, that's not the longest time period I've been away from football, but for the circumstances, man, I was just so happy to be back out there, man. I was excited, and I'm a high football energy person. You know, like, I'm excited when I'm on the football field, regardless if I was coming off of an injury or whatnot. You know, I was just excited to be back out there. I just wanted to do a little bit more just to, you know, prove to myself that I can do it and just continue to gain the confidence I need, you know, to step back out on that field.
Take three more.
You watching, this is going to be a transition for you from college to the pros regardless. What have you been able to pick up watching the games about this transition that you're about to go to on the field?
I definitely just have nothing but time to watch over the last couple weeks. So, you know, obviously the speed of the game, you know, it's a little bit sped up as far as, you know, there's a lot of great guys on both sides of the ball. You know, the speed is going to be very fast. You know, that's the biggest transition. You know, I play in you know, one of the best leagues in college. You know, it was pretty fast. You know, I didn't feel like the transition was as big, like, from college to the pros. You know, but you know, guys in the NFL are just more detailed, they're more physical, they're faster, they're just better overall football players. So you know, I just gotta be on top of my game when I expect to get back on the field so I can compete against those guys.
And that first day you came back to the building, you brought cookies as part of your rookie duties. Have you still been fulfilling those duties throughout?
Yeah, I always make sure I take care of my running backs.
John, last one.
Can I get,
Yeah.
what have you learned most about yourself throughout this?
What I learned about myself that, I can pretty much fight anything I'm up against. It don't really matter, like, just mentally, just strong, just have to be strong mentally, I learned a lot about myself, honestly. I really can't, just be specific on just everything I've learned about myself, but the one thing I've definitely learned about myself is that I'm definitely ambitious, and I'm going to fight for anything I believe in. If I believe that I can return back to the field and do what I need to do to the level that I want to do it to, then that's the steps I'm taking to put myself in that position.
And then your coach said that you told them and how fortunate you feel. What do you remember when you're lying in that hospital bed? What do you remember thinking? What do you remember?
I just remember being, it's probably one of the lowest points of my life. That was probably the lowest point I ever been in my life. Only thing I remember from being in the hospital is just, receiving all the love and, everybody reaching out to me, just, spreading the love. That was all I needed at the time. People probably didn't know, that was all I needed at the time was, the love and the care and the respect, from, just the situation I was in, and, I don't think, the crowd know, how much that meant to me just for the situation I was in, just to spread that love, so that's the biggest thing I remember, just, everybody reaching out to me, showing love and, just praying for me.
All right. Thanks, Brian.